So you can see that the gauge is below the level, so we're going to turn it upside down, shake it, and fill it up. So you want to know how to refill your car with freon. If you turn on your air conditioning and it's cool air, not cold or hot, the most common problem is you're low on freon. And here's all you need. You need a can of freon and you need a hose or a connector with a gauge and a trigger. You can buy these together. If you've never done this before and you're watching this video, so you probably haven't, I would recommend you need the gauge and the can, so you probably want to buy them together. Now there's two sizes of the cans. There's a small one and there's a big one. Now don't buy them at a place like AutoZone or Advanced Auto. The prices there are crazy. They want like 40 bucks or something I've seen for them. If you go to Walmart, I'm not a fan of Walmart, but if you go there, this can is 5 bucks and you can get a gauge just like this for I think 7. You can get them together for 15 versus 40 at the car places. So you take the can, it's got a little metal sealed tab, you twist it on and you're ready to go. Now there's a gauge. When you connect it, you'll connect it with this spring clamp to the low pressure pipe coming out of your air conditioning unit in your car. You find the air conditioning unit, there's two pipes. There's a small one which is high pressure. You don't want to connect it to that. You want the low pressure pipe, which is maybe, I don't know, a 3/4 inch pipe. It's the bigger one. And you'll find the connector, you pull the spring loaded connector, you push it down pretty hard and you might have to twist it and it'll snap all the way and you'll know it's on. You start your car, you turn your air conditioning on full, you turn the can upside down, the gauge will probably read 0. You turn the can upside down, squeeze the trigger and shake it for about 3 minutes till this can is empty. There's no point in using half the can. Just shake it, use all the can, and hopefully it gets all the way up to the 45 to 55 PSI rating on your gauge and you'll be fine. You'll know the can will be cold. Immediately you should feel cold air. So I'm going to do it on my car. It's been blowing kind of cool air. So we'll see how we connect. One more thing I almost forgot. If you do all this and a day later it's back to hot air again, that's because you have a bigger leak than just a small pinhole leak. I usually have to refill mine once a year, but if it happens immediately, you probably have to find out where that leak is, and you have to buy this kit. It's got a leak detector. It says UV dye. It comes with freon that's dyed this orange color, and it comes with a black light and these glasses. And a day later, you kind of go out, it's later at night so you can see it. You shine this black light and you'll see if there's a fitting where all this dye has leaked out, and that you'll either have to fix or take in and be fixed. But hopefully you do this at most once a year and you're good for the rest of the year. Alright, here's under the hood in my car. I have a 05 Pontiac Grand Prix, and here's where the two air conditioning pipes come out of the firewall of the car. And you can see the small one on the bottom there is the high pressure, and this is the low pressure, and that's where you want to connect it. It goes down to the air conditioning unit, and there is another connector down there, but that is on the high pressure. So you want to connect to this low pressure. So you unscrew it. And I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but I will try to connect this by pulling this back, pushing it on, and it's got a seat on there. Nope, I didn't get it. There it goes. Okay, now we'll go start the car, check the gauge, and fill it up. So you can see that the gauge is below the level, so we're going to turn it upside down, shake it, and fill it up. And continue shaking the can and make sure you're filled right to the top for the pressure. So I held it upside down and shook it for about 2-3 minutes, and it's not right in the red, but it's better than it was. Let's go check to see if it's cold air. Well, as it turns out, I probably should have bought the larger can. This is that $5 small one, and this is fine if your system's not ice cold, it's just kind of luke cold. Mine was blowing hot air, and it turns out this didn't fill it up. It only raised it 10 psi or something. I was down at 35 psi, and they really want you to be up at 50. It was blowing cold air out, but it wasn't that ice cold air. So I should have used the larger can.